Great players are not only measured by talent, they are measured by response. Response to adversity, response to pressure, response to the biggest moments. Paul Pierce built his legacy through response. Early in his career, Pierce was not surrounded by championship rosters. The Boston Celtics struggled during those years. Losing seasons, roster changes, constant pressure, but Pierce never lost belief. Belief is powerful when it survives difficult circumstances. Many players need winning environments to stay confident. Pierce built confidence in the middle of adversity. That kind of confidence becomes unbreakable. But his journey contained an even deeper challenge. In 2000, Paul Pierce survived a life-threatening incident. He was stabbed multiple times in a nightclub attack. Many believed his career could be over. Recovery required more than physical healing. It required mental strength. Mental strength begins with determination. Determination fuels resilience. Resilience rebuilds momentum. Pierce returned to the court stronger than before. That moment revealed his mindset. He was not easily broken. Players who survive adversity gain perspective. Perspective strengthens focus. Focus improves performance. Pierce became one of the most reliable scorers in the NBA. He understood how to create his own shot. Step-back jumpers, strong drives, post-scoring against smaller defenders. But his greatest weapon was composure. Composure under pressure separates elite scorers from good scorers. When the game slowed down in the fourth quarter, Pierce stayed calm. He trusted his footwork, trusted his rhythm, trusted his preparation. Trust removes hesitation. Hesitation ruins scoring opportunities. Pierce embraced the moment. Game-winning shots, playoff battles, high-pressure possessions. He did not avoid those moments. He demanded them. Demand creates identity. Identity builds reputation. Pierce earned the nickname The Truth because opponents recognized his scoring ability. When Pierce caught fire, defenses struggled to stop him. But leadership eventually became his next evolution. Championship teams require more than individual scoring. They require unity. Unity builds trust. Trust builds chemistry. Chemistry builds winning culture. When Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen joined the Celtics, everything changed. The team transformed into a championship contender. But Pierce remained the emotional center. He had endured the losing years. He had carried the franchise through adversity. Now he embraced the opportunity to lead a championship team. Leadership requires sacrifice. Pierce adjusted his game, shared scoring responsibility, defended harder, trusted teammates. Trust multiplies success. In 2008, that trust produced a championship. Paul Pierce was named Finals MVP, not because of one spectacular moment, but because of consistent leadership and clutch performance. He delivered when the team needed him most. That is the definition of championship mindset. Now understand the deeper lesson. Great players are not defined by perfect journeys. They are defined by resilience. Resilience through adversity. Confidence through criticism. Belief through pressure. Paul Pierce built his career on those qualities. And that mindset created legacy. Now internalize this mindset. You must stay confident through adversity. You must embrace the biggest moments. You must trust your preparation. Say this internally. I stay confident under pressure. I embrace the moment. I trust my preparation. I lead through adversity. Because resilience builds champions and confidence creates greatness. Your mindset is your edge. Clutch players are not created overnight. Clutch identity is built slowly. Through missed shots, through late-game failures, through pressure that forces growth. Paul Pierce understood that the fourth quarter is a different world. The crowd becomes louder. The defense becomes tighter. The margin for error becomes smaller. In those moments, hesitation destroys opportunity. But Pierce rarely hesitated, because preparation removes fear. When you have repeated the same move thousands of times, the moment does not surprise you. The defender steps up. You recognize the angle. You create separation. Step back, balance, release. These actions happen almost automatically. That is what repetition does. It turns difficult moments into familiar ones. Pierce trusted those repetitions. He trusted his footwork. He trusted his timing. He trusted his scoring instincts. But clutch scoring also requires mental toughness. There will always be pressure. Fans watching, opponents challenging, critics waiting. Those distractions can overwhelm players who rely only on talent. But players with mental discipline remain calm. Pierce stayed calm because he accepted the responsibility. Great players do not avoid pressure. They welcome it. Pressure creates opportunity. Opportunity creates legacy. And Pierce built a reputation as one of the league's most reliable closers. Game after game, season after season, he delivered when the moment demanded confidence. But leadership continued to evolve. Veteran players must guide younger teammates. They must communicate experience. They must teach composure. Pierce embraced that role later in his career. Younger players watched how he prepared, how he approached practice, how he stayed focused during adversity. Leadership through example is powerful because actions speak louder than words. And Pierce's work ethic demonstrated commitment. Even as he aged, he adapted his game. Athleticism fades with time, but intelligence grows. Pierce relied more on positioning, more on footwork, more on reading defenses. Those adjustments allowed him to remain productive. Adaptability extends careers. Adaptability builds longevity. Longevity strengthens legacy. Even after leaving Boston, Pierce continued contributing to teams. His experience became valuable. His leadership remained steady because championship mindset does not disappear. It travels with the player. The mindset built through adversity, through pressure, through responsibility. That mindset becomes permanent. And that is the deeper lesson. Great players are not only defined by highlights, they are defined by resilience, by the ability to stay confident when the stakes are highest. Paul Pierce proved that confidence. He proved that adversity can build strength. He proved that leadership grows through experience. Now internalize this mindset. You must trust your preparation. You must welcome pressure. You must stay confident under challenge. Say this internally. I embrace the moment. I stay calm under pressure. I trust my preparation. I lead through experience. Because confidence creates clutch performance. Resilience creates champions. And leadership creates legacy. Your mindset is your edge.